Beep beep everybody, hope you're all having a great day. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Today I'm opening up something I have never opened up before in my life. In fact, I don't own any cards at all from this set, and this was a find that I found at Duncansville Antique Depot. It is a wax box of 1993 O-Pee-Chee baseball, not Premier, just the regular O-Pee-Chee baseball set. And I bought this for 20 bucks. Looks like at one time somebody was selling it for $9.99. Not sure where or what that dates back to. Can't read what's underneath that $20 tag. So we're going to open this up and have a look at these and have some fun with it. I did a little bit of research beforehand. There's not much going on with the set. This was sort of on the tail end of the junk wax era. But prices for cards in this set are a little higher than previous years of O-Pee-Chee, which means they must have produced less of them, possibly. That was based on Beckett Almanac values. I did not bother looking them up on eBay to see what they're going for, though when I was at Duncansville Antique Depot, I did look up unopened wax boxes of this, and they were going for, I think, about 30, 40, 50 bucks. So $20 I thought was a pretty good deal. Beep beep from Omar the Orange Monster and Grimace, the four-eyed Grimace. Ha 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 ha! And we're going to boop Nathan's nose for good luck, although boop boop boop, there isn't really much that we're going to get out of here. It's mostly base cards. There are two insert sets, World Champions and World Series Heroes. According to Baseball Cardpedia, World Champions is 1 in 1. So we should get one each pack, and World Series Heroes is 1 in 18 packs. But the Beckett value for the cards in that World Series Heroes is not that much, so it's kind of suggests to be that maybe production was still kind of high on these things. So we're going all the way back to 1993. More than about 31 years ago. Okay, there's another wrapper within a wrapper. Oh, there's that $9.99 that doesn't have any markings up there. So it looks like there was a price tag underneath the $20, and it looks like it was also for $20. Okay. Let's give a sniff test. Okay, smells okay. You never know with some of this old stuff where it's been sitting. And here we go. So this is what the packs look like. There's 8 cards per pack, plus 1 insert card. And here's what they look like. You can see it has English and French language on it because this was marketed for Canada, where there's a substantial population of French speakers in Quebec and some other places in Canada, but mostly in the province of Quebec. So let's see what these look like. Yeah, there's some text here in French and English on the back. Okay, these are kind of folded up like original wax packs, but this is not wax paper that they're using here. It's something else. Wow, these are not easy to get the cards out of. Not a good start. This could be a long video. There we go. Alright, they got back ends on both sides. Bob Scanlon, this is what the backs of them look like, since this is what we're starting off with. And this is what the fronts look like, a pretty plain design. From what I gather, there was a contract that O-Pee-Chee had with Topps where they could use the Topps design. And I don't know how far back that dates, but that agreement ended in 1992. So this is the first year that O-Pee-Chee had its own design, from what I can gather. And O-Pee-Chee didn't last much longer after this. Let me see. It looks like they made one set in 1994, and then that was it. I think they made hockey cards during this time under this name and continued that after 1994, but I'm not sure about that. And I believe Upper Deck acquired the rights to use the O-Pee-Chee name on a 2009 set. So there you go. So Bob Scanlon. Looks like the rest of the cards are going that way. Oh, this one's backwards too. Devon White, Frank Viola, Greg Colburn, Carlton Fisk, Eric Hansen, Mackie Sasser, and here they have these little notes up here. Now with the Mariners as of 12/23/92. So that was something that O-Pee-Chee did that Topps generally didn't do too much. Brett Saberhagen, that one's got some damage on it. There's some damage along the edge there. Rather unfortunate. And this one has it too, Mike McFarland. In fact, well, every card in that pack has that. Look. Every single card in that pack had that edge issue, like something put some weight on it or something. Not a good sign. I hope the rest of them aren't like that. I'm not seeing anything on the wrapper outside that might have caused that. That would be here, I believe. No, I'm not seeing anything. All right, let's see if we can figure out how to get these open. Yeah, they just sort of like rip. And then we got these foldovers that are really stuck. I don't want to mess the corners up. Let's see what we got here. Juan Gonzalez. Oh, there's Ron Karkovice. Yeah, there's damage all along this one edge. Wow. Not too good. Not too good. Manuel Lee. Some damage over here. Scott Fletcher has a crease. Darren Jackson. This is not too good. Gary DeSarcina, Ruben Sierra, that's got a big crease. So this box is starting to look like I got ripped off here. John Valentine and Ruben Amaro. Wow, why are these so damaged? What happened to them? The box didn't show like any evident damage on the outside of it. But the cards inside aren't looking too good. Yeah, this one's got damage too. Cito Gaston. It's got damage along the bottom edge there. Each one of these cards has damage. Roberto Hernandez actually looks like it might have a scratch on it. John Vanderwall, Harold Baines, Ben Rivera, Joe Oliver, Ray Langford, Tom Gordon, and Jose Guzman. Yeah, these did not make it through their journey safely. I don't know if this happened at the factory. Like I said, the box did not look like it was in bad shape. There's some edge damage on that card. And I'm also not seeing the what is it? The World Champions inserts that are supposed to be one per pack. Yeah, that's got damage on the Justice card. Wow. Oh, here's a World Series card. World Series Heroes. Okay, that's Jimmy Key. Kent Herbeck. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage on that one. Deion Sanders. So none of these are going to end up in my PC. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Luis Polonia, Matt Noakes, Jeff Bagwell. A little bit of damage there. Andy Bennis. Put that over there. Greg Olson. I'm still deciding on if I want to put Andy Bennis in my PC or not. He's kind of borderline for me at the moment. Okay, Dave Winfield. This is World Series Heroes. Yeah, there's a little damage along the edge here. This is not a good showing. Doug Drabeck has a crease. Oh, wow. Rich Monteleone. I'm not sure if that's how that's pronounced. Glenn Allen Hill has a little bit of a crease. Chad Curtis, Ken Hill, Tim Wallach. Tim Naring and Mark Leiter. Wow. Not too good. I'm not sure if I want to continue opening up the rest of this. This may have been a wasted purchase, but sometimes you take the bad stuff with the good stuff. Pat Borders. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage on that one. Lance Blankenship. See, every single one of these cards has a warped edge of some sort. Jody Reed, Jeff Kent, Wade Boggs, Jeff Reardon, Juan Guzman, Dave Nilsson, and Damian Easley. Beep, beep. I haven't been beeping because I've been kind of disappointed in the condition of these. Jack Morris. Yeah, there's like edge problem right along here. Not too good. Greg Swindell. Yeah, these all have problems all along their edge here. It's like something crashed into them. David Cohn. I would be very disappointed if I'd opened this up back in 1993 and found all this damage. I'd be like, oh, this stinks. James Austin, Steve Allen, Lou Whitaker, Darren Fletcher, Bob Welch. That one's a little better than the other ones, but it has a bit of a corner ding up here on the right corner. These did not make it. Into 30 years later, did not survive the trip. Well, they did, but... Alright, that David Cohn card looks okay. That one looks okay. Yeah, this pack looks okay. So whatever happened to that stack of cards, something must have been placed on it. Yeah, I don't see any damage on the box. You know, it had like a circle edge, so it almost seems like a table leg might have been pushed down onto it. But I don't see anything going on with the box. So it's hard to say how these cards got this damage. Randy Johnson, that one looks okay. So there is some okay cards I'm pulling. Mike Buccini is starting to show a little bit of warp there. Mark Grace is showing just a tiny bit there as well. Jimmy Jones, Chuck Knobloch, Nolan Ryan, not too bad. Yeah, you can tell the quality of these isn't quite the same as the Topps quality. The edging, other than this little warp thing going on here, the edging doesn't look as clean as a Topps cut. They're all kind of glossy. And none of them are sticking to each other. Now this one does show some damage there. David Need. Maybe when we get to the other stacks, maybe they won't be in as bad shape. Boy, this is really hard getting them out. Okay, this way. Ed Sprague. Yeah, that's the World Series Champions insert. I must be missing it. I guess I'm so overwhelmed by the damage that I'm not paying attention to anything else. Jose Rio, Archie Gianfranco, Anthony Young. Yeah, there's a little bit of warping along that edge. Anthony Young, Doc Gooden, Greg Jeffries, Jimmy Key, Melito Perez, and John Kruk. Yeah, you can see some damage there. All right, let's hope that one of these other stacks is in better shape. Wow. No. Nah, same problem. You can see there's a big crease there on the Dwayne Ward card. It's not showing on the front as much, but on the back there's a big crease. Cards should not arrive in packs with creases on them. I'm sorry, that's just very, very poor what's going on here. Felix Jose, Yeah, the Greg Maddox has yeah, some kind of a warp going on there. Yeah, I'm not real happy with this. Cal Eldridge, Derek May looks like it's the beginnings of a crease. Tim Laker, Ramon Martinez. The warp seems to get worse as you go along. Rick Aguilera and Gary Sheffield. Oh, boy. And being that I bought this in an antique mall, there are no returns. So, Jack Morris, this is a World Champions insert. That one's not that bad, but you can see there's like a warping along this one edge. It's consistent through almost every pack. Brady Anderson, Arthur Rhodes, Kurt Schilling, Danny Tartable, Greg Myers, Tony Gwynn, Mike Benjamin. John Olerud shows the worst at the bottom of the pack. Yeah, not too good. I don't know if using a little roller on it might flatten that out, but I have my doubts that would help with it. Some of them just look like it's a bit of a warp, and maybe just putting in the top loader will, that warp over time may become less prominent, we'll say. I don't know. Really not sure. Yeah, look at that. Creases on the David Cohn card. So that's unfortunate. The front looks better than the back. Jeff Innes. Yeah, this isn't too good. Chris Nabholz, Brian Barnes. Doug Jones, Rick Sutcliffe. As you can tell, I'm not beeping because I'm not happy with what happened here. Bernie Williams, the Mattingly card is got a warp there, and the Matt Williams doesn't look too good either. Yeah, it almost makes me not want to bother opening up anymore and just saying, can it. Yeah, the Ed Sprague card's got problems. There's a crease in the Julio Valera card. Ryan look at this. That is really shoddy. That is not too good. Craig Biggio has a crease. Royce Clayton, Sandy Alomar. Brian Hunter, Barry Bonds, look at that. Wow. Albert Bell. Beep beep, I guess. So you can see when I'm not in a good mood, I'm not beeping much. Juan Guzman. Yeah, Tony Phillips has a crease. This is just really terrible. Mo Vaughn has a crease. Oral Hershiser, Julio Franco, Mark McGuire, Jeff Juden, Jose Offerman, and Joe Orsulak. Beep beep, I guess. Very disappointed. You know, I might not bother buying any more wax boxes from that seller at Duncansville after seeing this. There's corner dings on the Dave Winfield World Series Heroes card. Alright, the George Brett card looks okay. So, I mean, we might get like a handful of cards out of this. Ricky Bones, Melvin Nieves, Mike Harkey, Jack Morris, Dan Plesac. Yeah, I'm starting to see a little warping here. Eric Caro, sorry I was a bit off camera there. Frank Thomas has a corner ding. A little bit of warping. Wow. Any of you folks out there ever open up 93 O-Pee-Chee? I don't know if this was available much in the States, but maybe any Canadian viewers remember this. Was this product notorious for being like this? Pat Borders. That one looks okay. Jeff Brantley. Roger Clemens. So it looks like there's a couple cards I'll get out of this. Dave Steeb. But I'm not putting those damaged ones in my PC. Derek Lilliquist. They always end up in a I got like a box where I put all the damaged stuff. Pedro Munoz, Pete Harnish, Pete Smith, and Daryl Hamilton. Beep, beep. All right, we might as well just plow right on through this and just ignore the damage. John Olerud, yeah, that's damaged. Pat Kelly, Paul O'Neill, yeah, these are damaged. Todd Stottlemyre, Wally Joyner, Randy Velarde, Tom Hankey, Greg Vaughn, and Mark Gubasa. Did I put a scratch on that? No, it's not shown because I kind of brushed my fingernail across that while I was opening it. Kelly Gruber, World Series champions, sorta okay. Brian Jordan, and then we go back to creases. Tom Glavine, John Smiley, Jose Canseco, big warp. Dennis Eckersley has a crease. Dave Hollins, Frank Seminara, and Mike Perez. So I try not to be negative on my channel too much. I have complained about some past quality issues with some things I've opened. But like I said, I'm not sure what happened with these. I'm not even saying the players' names anymore. There's Bobby Thigpen, Kenny Lofton, Jeff Blauser. It's like a total of maybe 3 of the packs I've opened show like minimal damage, but the rest of them are showing some enough damage that if you graded these, they would get 1s. Ed Sprague. Like that one's better. Andy Stankiewicz, Scott Livingstone, Howard Johnson, Charlie Hayes, Brian Hickerson, Tim Salmon, Lee Smith, little corner issues on some of them. Tommy Green. I wonder if it's because these packs, this wrapper is really tight on them. And I'm trying my best to not damage any corners getting them out. Roberto Alomar. That one's sorta okay. Kevin McReynolds. There's a little bit of warp on the edge. Dennis, what's his name? Balsher? Not sure how that was pronounced. Luis Mercedes, Chris Sabo, Harold Reynolds, Pat Listash, Reggie Jefferson, and Ken Caminiti. Yeah, look at that. Beep, beep. So we're just going to go through the rest of these and plow on through. Candy Maldonado, Mark Lemke, Greg Gagne, Bip Roberts, Todd Zeal, David Halse, Mike Piazza, Sean Dunston, and Norm Charlton. I can't even save the wrappers. They're impossible to open. They're really stuck together really well. Joe Carter. Yeah, corner dings. Mitch Williams. Edgar Martinez. That one looks sort of okay. Sid Bream. Devon White. Spike Owen. Will Clark. Yeah, a little bit of an edging issue on that one. Denny Martinez. And Kevin Tapani. Beep, beep. So I'm not going to really I'm going to try to ignore it, although it's kind of hard for me to do. Condition does matter to me. John Olerud, Mark Langston. If I was a kid, I probably wouldn't have noticed this. Pat Hankin, Bruce Hurst, Omar Vizquel, Brett Butler, Andrew Harcedeno, Tim Belcher, and Scott Erickson. Beep, beep. Kelly Gruber, Derek Bell, Bob Zupsik, Jim Abbott, Yeah, that's got damage. See, I keep looking. I can't control myself. Roberto Kelly, Brett Boone, Alan Trammell, Bud Black, and Willie Wilson near the tail end of his career. Beep, beep. Wow, these are not the easiest packs to get open. Todd Stottlemyre, Paul Molitor, Randy Tomlin, Felix Fermin, Dean Palmer. Yeah, still damage. Randy Myers, Carl Willis, Hal Morris, and Pedro Estacio. Beep, beep. The thought is crossing my mind not to even post this on YouTube because I hate to be negative, but what can you do? That's terrible. Eric Anthony, Kenny Rogers, Mike Timlin, Pat Tabler, Carlos Baerga, Pete Incaviglia, Rafael Palmeiro, Bill Swift. I'll think about it. I'm going to finish recording opening this. Juan Guzman. Yeah, a little bit of warping all along there. Phil Plantier. Kevin Mitchell. I don't remember him being wearing a Mariners uniform, but I guess he did at one time. Kelly Gruber. Jose Lean. Luis Sojo. Rob Ducey. Frank Tanana. Wow, that's really late in his career. 1993. Wonder if that was his last season or not. I don't think it was. I think he may have pitched another year or two. Kevin Reimer. Because he has more wins, 233 on this card, than you'll see many starters today won't even approach that number. But then he'll never be considered for the Hall of Fame because the era he pitched in, 233, was, just a pitcher that lasted a long, long time. His greatest seasons were in the early years of his career. Dwayne Ward, Robin Yount. That one actually sort of looks all right. So some of them are okay. Will Cordero, Terry Mulholland, Terry Pendleton, Bob McDonald, Mike Fetters, Mickey Tettleton, and Todd Worrell. Showing you how to hold a baseball. Beep, beep. Jimmy Key. These look a little bit better. Joe Grahe, Rod Beck, Andre Dawson, Tom Pagnazzi, John Jaha, Alejandro Pena, Jerry Brown, and Cal Ripken. Oh, that's got a big corner ding. See, I still can't control myself. I'm still showing you all the damage. Wow. Another Dave Winfield. Yeah, more damage. This is pretty pathetic. Reggie Sanders. All the cards along here have damage. Ron Gant, Kirby Puckett, Pat Kelly, Paul O'Neill, Todd Stottlemyre, Randy Johnson, and Mike Mussina. The Randy Johnson one actually looks okay. That one looks okay. The Mussina one has a big corner ding. I don't know if you can see that. What's going on with my phone? It's like I'm getting messages and stuff while I'm recording. Stop sending me messages while I'm recording. Pat Borders. These look a little bit better. There's a little bit of a warp down there. Mark Grace. Jimmy Jones. Chuck Knobloch. Nolan Ryan. That might be okay. So I might be able to pull a couple cards out of here that I'll PC. Jose Rio, Archie Gianfranco, and Anthony Young. That one's got some pretty bad damage down there. Beep, beep. I haven't sniffed them. Okay, no mold. You definitely don't want to open up cards that have mold. It's a problem when you buy some of this old stuff is you have no idea where it's been stored. Ed Sprague, Doc Gooden, Greg Jeffries. Yeah, these all have warps. Jimmy Key, Melito Perez, John Kruk, Phil Plantier, and Kevin Mitchell, and Kelly Gruber again. Beep, beep. Let's see. There's 2 more packs, and we'll just finish recording this, and I'll debate on if I'm going to post this or not. If you're already watching this, it means I did. There's some confusion about that. Big giant crease, well, a little crease, but damaging enough as it is. Jose Lean, Luis Sojo, these are all got damage along here. It's consistent, and I have a feeling this was done in the factory. Frank Tanana, Kevin Reimer, Robin Yount, Will Cordero, and Terry Mulholland. I still haven't seen a Griffey card. I know there's one in the set. I wonder what's up with that. It'll probably have a huge crease in it. Oh. Okay, Terry Pendleton, Candy Maldonado, Bob McDonald, Mike Fetter. So we are still seeing cards I haven't seen yet. Mickey Tettleton, Todd Worrell, Joe Grahe. Look at that. Rod Beck and Andre Dawson. Last pack. I guess it's okay that I don't get a Griffey, because if I do, it'll probably be not in good shape. I see a big corner ding on the Kirby Puckett card. Yeah, still Tom Pagnazzi has a crease. John Jaha, Alejandro Pena, Jerry Brown. There's another Cal Ripken. Yep. Reggie Sanders, Ron Gant, and Kirby Puckett with a big crease and corner wear. That doesn't look too good. Should not be getting cards like that out of unopened packs. Really shouldn't. I just don't see it. I just don't see. There's some, bending up here, but not enough that's causing the box problems. So if there was damage, it could be on some of the top cards. There is this here, but that does not match the damage that's on the cards. This is just one spot. And, it could be a couple packs down here might have received that. Let me open that up to have a look. It actually doesn't, here. But I didn't see any damage like that on the cards. And, we had cards up here, and there doesn't seem to be any damage to the box. There's like a bend in here. Yeah, the corner of the box has got some wear. I don't know. It's possible this could have received this damage after it got packaged together, but it doesn't look like anything extreme. I've opened up other wax boxes with similar damage on the outside, and the packs were fine on the inside. The one thing I noticed is the packs were really tight on these, so some of them had corner dings, but that doesn't really explain this crap here. What's going on here on the warping? I mean, it almost looks like somebody took a coin and pressed down on it or something from the back end of it. But all 4 stacks had the same kind of damage in the same spot on all of the cards. So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I'm not happy with this. I will never buy another 1993 O-Pee-Chee box because of this, and if I ever want any cards from it, I'll just look for singles on eBay. Yeah. So, $20 down the drain. Maybe 20 cards came out of it okay. 25, 30, I don't know. Didn't really count them. So there'll be a couple cards I'll save. The rest of these are just going to go in my box of damaged cards. Where else can you put them? Anyway, yeah. I don't normally have rants on my channel, but this stinks. This stinks. I'm not going to buy that ever again. And I I just don't know. I don't know if the damage was done at the factory or if it was done afterwards, poor storage, or anything like that. But I'm going to probably be hesitant about buying another wax box from that particular seller at Duncansville Antique Depot. And I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, sorry for a disappointing box opening. But, I'll think about it some more. Maybe I might post this onto YouTube. Sometimes maybe people need to see that not everything is hunky-dory when you open up these things. Sometimes you come across things that you don't particularly care for, and this was one of them. Since I bought this at an antique mall, they have a policy of no returns. And I don't know how I could return this after opening it anyway. It's no longer in the condition it was in once you open it, and that's just one of those things. I guess that's it. Take care, everyone. Leave a beep beep in the comments. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Hope it's better than mine was. Beep beep.